Yes, sir.
Yes, it should be start at on time. No need to ask.
Okay.
A very good afternoon to the present dignitaries, respected seniors, fellow batchmates, and dear juniors. I, Unnati Anand, 3rd BTech Electrical Engineering, on the behalf of IEEE Student Branch, SBTU Kanpur, welcomes you all to this alumni interaction session. Today, we are privileged to have with us a distinguished alumni whose journey since graduating from our esteemed institution has been nothing short of inspiration. Please join me in the extending a warm welcome to respected Mr. S.S Verma, Sir, CEO, Sunstar Precision Fort Limited, Noida. He did his BTech in Electrical Engineering from HBTI Kanpur from 1983 to 1987, and with his unwavering determination, he has reached remarkable heights in his career. Sir, your achievements serves a beacon of success for all of us. Today's session is organized under the guidance of Council IEEE Student Branch and Faculty Advisor IEEE Power Electronic Society Student Branch Chapter, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Sir. This session aims to inspire and guide students in engineering and management by showcasing successful career paths, valuable insights into current industry trends, and reinforce the relevance of academic coursework to real world application. Now, let us introduce to the leadership role of our student branch. Chair Mr. Lugar Kumar Jain Sir, Vice Chair Mr. Arunendra Pratap Singh Sir, Secretary Mr. Akash Paliwal Sir, Treasurer Ms. Shweta Kumari Ma'am, Webmaster Mr. Aditya Keshwaji. Leadership roles of Student Branch Chapter. Chair Power Electronic Society Student Branch Chapter Mr. Ashutosh Yadav Sir, Vice Chair Mr. Anushesh Pandey, Secretary Ms. Kanika Pandey, Webmaster Ms. Jasmeet Kaur, and Treasurer myself Unnati Anand. Now I would like to call Counselor IEEE Student Branch and Faculty Advisor IEEE Power Electronic Society Student Branch Chapter Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Sir to brief about this event.
Thank you, Unnati. I welcome Professor Dr. Shri S.S Verma Saab, pass out from Electrical Engineering Department in 1987, and presently he is with us as a CEO of Sunstar, and it is really a great moment for us, sir. I am Sanjeev Kumar, and I joined this university in 2007. Prior to this, teaching job, I was in industry, ICCS into Canadian Consultancy Service as the assistant manager, and I look after the DCS and power plant automation and all those things. And since my hometown is
Thank you, sir.
Kanpur, I join here, and it would be really a great session to have you with us. And I hope in future we will jointly do something good for our, for my student as well as for your alma mater. And it is a great venture if we jointly as academia and industry together we joined and make all these manpower in a employable so that you can accommodate some of them. So it would be a great for achievement for us कि our student become alumni and then become CEO, and today they are offering job for his junior. So, and I also request you, sir, you just share all the great memory which you have during your BTech period, and also tell my student the advantage of project, industrial training and seminar, so that see we are the teacher, whatever we say they take it, oh sir to matlab कहते ही रहते हैं. Like when I was doing BTech, my thinking was like that. And when I go to IIT Roorkee and saw the faculty and whatever they teach them, then I come to know what is the joy of teaching and learning. Right, so that is the motive of organizing this alumni session. That super duper senior, when you will tell them, ki, look, you have to work hard, you have to do study in such a way that you must be become the employable person, then definitely these students will wake up and do something great. So बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर आपका. और इसी के साथ जो है मैं अपने हमारे विभागाध्यक्ष साहब भी हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं, प्रोफेसर CN सिंह साहब. आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट टू आवर HOD प्रोफेसर CN सिंह सर to say a few words of blessing to us and allow us to start the session. Over to Head Electrical Engineering Professor CN Singh sir.
Thank you, sir.
CN Singh sir, my voice is coming. Astos, my voice is coming, na?
Yeah, your voice is coming.
Okay, fine.
But Professor Sen, I think his mic is mute.
CN sir, your mic is muted.
Yeah.
Ha, now
it is clear.
Yes, sir. Network का issue.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Now
audible
very
now.
much audible.
Am I audible?
Sir, your voice is coming. You are very much audible.
CEO decision for senior 97 batch from 3 I think he is also
ये सिखाता हूँ. तुम भाग लिए थे. ये भाग लिए.
also from like to welcome engineering. So I would like the for the
Head sir, I think some network issue is there. Your voice is cracking. It is not coming properly.
I think some
I
network
think
issues.
some, yes, some network issue. And I think is disconnected as well. Astos, just check. Head sir is available or not? I don't think so. Huh? Yes, some network issues. So I mean, Unnati, you just carry on as the network is disturbing our meet. So head sir is disconnected from the online meet. You can start the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your blessings. Now, I would like to request our Counselor IEEE Student Branch and Faculty Advisor IEEE Power Link Society. So please allow us to start this event under your guidance.
Yes. You can start. Just start.
Now, I would like to respectfully invite respected Mr. S.S Verma, sir, to share his expertise and guide us with his valuable experience, sir. The forum is now yours. So please.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. And thanks, Dr. Sanjeev, Mr. Yugal, Mr. Asutosh, Unnati. It's my privilege and pleasure to be connect to the institute, which were our golden days. So I think the 4 engineering years, now I'll be turning 60 this year. So that way, I think those days, even still today, I remember.
So I was actually disconnected because of some network problems. So sorry for the
Welcome again.
interruption. So once again, on behalf of the department and on behalf of on my personal behalf, I heartily welcome uh, Verma Sahab for sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule. I can understand because it is the daytime, so he might be busy with his some important assignment. But in spite of his busy schedule, he has consented to bless our students. Uh, so once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to him for sparing his valuable time to share his experiences, to share his uh, knowledge. Uh, so, with these words, once again, I welcome all the participants who have joined in the online mode, not from this institution. Perhaps I hope some from other institutions, they have also joined some of the students. So I am quite sure and confident that students will be really benefited from the experiences of Verma Sahab, uh, from this talk, from his talk. So with these words, I formally permit to start this event. Over to Professor Sanju Kumar.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
without
It is
wasting,
my
sir, I'm
pleasure.
transferred to you, Verma sir. You please carry on.
Okay. So good afternoon again. Thanks, everyone. Uh, I think it's my privilege and even pleasure to be connect to all alumni members, my institute again. Uh, Thanks to Mr. Yugal, I think he has made a lot of efforts to connect to me and then having it. And thanks for accepting my request to be on Saturday. Although, so throughout, I'll start with the HBTI, I think golden days of everyone when you reach that age. Those 4 years one cannot never forget. So that's what is, and the great institute like HBTI, it has its own memories. I had been, see, the first thing is when you pass out from an institute, and even today and at that time, the main challenge is getting a proper placement. So I was lucky enough because I started with escorts uh, that time. So first thing is, let me uh, give you a small, I think, is the screen clear to all? Just a minute.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
clear.
Okay. Now, is the screen visible? No, my PPT.
Adit, are you sharing this?
So I have to share, or are you sharing
No, no.
this?
If we share the with the Adit, he will share at his end. Adit, are you sharing now? Please.
वाईफाई थोड़ा कर
I think if, are you sharing or let me share it?
बार बार
I think would be better. Let me share my screen.
Please.
Allow me to share.
Adit, in that case, you have to allow Verma sir for presentation. And if you have the PPT, it would be good because the event is live now. So control with you.
Or you can share it as I have already shared it. So should I share it now? Okay. So in the meantime, okay, let me introduce is my justice. I started my career with one of company Escorts Limited. Uh, that time it was having one tractor division and one two-wheeler division. So I joined their Yama motorcycle division that was near to my native place. So I was lucky enough. Best what I would advise everyone is
Did.
that when you start your career, the most important is not the salary, not the designation and all this thing. Most important is the organization. Yeah, it is clear now. So the next slide, you can go to. So this is my profile. I started with Escorts, which is now Escorts Kubota. It has a, I was with them. I started with an engineer trainee with their plant engineering. And that time it was, I was in Yamaha motorcycle division. We were making 8 years. I was with them. Then there is one automobile, and I feel myself lucky because I started with a good organization. So it does not matter what score you have. It does not matter what you have. If you start with a good organization, then you learn well, your experience matters well, and the further placements, it helps you always. So it's always good to start with a good reputed organization. That says, then I was with one company, MTech Auto. There I worked for about 20 years. That was an auto parts company. And then I was with one company, International Tractors, Sonalika Tractors. I was with them for 4 years in 2 tenures. One company, JBM, they are into sheet metal auto parts only. So I had been all, since Sonalika, MTech, JBM, I have worked as CEO, directors, all senior positions. And then for last 2 years, this is my third year. This is a Sunstar Precision Forge Limited. They are into auto parts, a 20-acre plant. In Ford, they are in manufacturing, forging, and machining. So my entire career has been into operations. So anything related operations, how the career is, what are the challenges, anybody can ask me at the end. I had a good experience in operations, how to make career, how to switch jobs. That's what I can guide you. And I think knowledge is available now on Google. Everybody can have it. What matters is these such like talks, so your experiences. And other than success stories, what with any executive, what I tell is if you want to discuss with any CEO or any executive, just discuss with him what were the mistakes or failures in his life, because they teach you a lot. So that's what is I can discuss is at the end of the session. Next slide. So this is all like engineering and management. I think these are two highly interlinked in a today's dynamic environment. These have its own engineering. They are highly interlinked with each other. Leaders have to navigate this intersection effectively. And what is the innovation and efficiency is it has to drive from your this engineering is also it has engineering is does not have that much of importance. It is management skill is more important even in today's scenario. Next slide is. So engineering and management, these are two very words you can learn a lot from the Google. That engineering is designing, developing, maintaining products, systems, processes, whereas management is planning, organizing, and supervising resources for achieving goals. So in an organization, when you start with an engineering is in a key important role, but you end of the day, you have to end up in a management role. Even in engineering also, there is even in foreign university, there is a course, management of engineering. So that's what is engineers, they have skills, scientific knowledge, technical, these things. Innovations, okay, engineers are important part of, because innovation is an important part of any organization. So they work on projects, R&D, collaborate with technical experts, but managers, they have their role, strategies, communication skills, leadership skills. So they oversee all those projects, teams and organizations, and they make decisions, allocate resources, ensure their effective utilization. So the manager is, they overrule engineers, end of the day. And engineer has to become a manager one day. Every engineer, there is no doubt in it. So engineers, they even up to the end, even if they are heads and they go into technical details. But managers, they have a broader perspective, like market trends, what are the customer needs, what are the financial implications. And even I have seen what my experience says is today's scenario, people do their startups or they start their own business. I advise everyone is that if you start with a nil experience, then sometimes there is a risk. So better work with an organization or with a corporate for maybe 3 to 5 years, and then you can start off. But yes, if you have in your family, if there is some already business going on, or you have a passion, I don't say, see, whatever I'm saying is these are just guidelines. There is no 100% rule or a straightforward path to success. So those guidelines you have to follow in your own way. But yes, what matters is you have to always focus on your soft skills, like communication, leadership, adaptability to the situations, understanding the differences, effective collaboration, your teams. Engineering and management, they require a perfect and effective collaboration between the two. So these engineering and management somewhere means they are interlinked with each other. Everywhere they would be. You cannot isolate them together, or you cannot this thing. But yes, they are technically, they are two different terms. Next slide. So now I think this is as you everyone, if you go to Google, you can have as what is management. Like earlier engineering, there were only three. If you go to maybe 30 years back or 40 years back, there were only civil engineering, electrical engineering, and say mechanical engineering. Then with the time, because things are starting, then electronic communication, computers, IT, engineering, even project engineering, everything. So the skills, what is when you go into management skill, you have to develop some skills, and it might be, okay, you have to do some specialization courses to gain more success, like leadership management, project management, strategy and operations, planning, operations management, decision making, risk management. These are just few words. Organizational development, leadership development, people management, business process management, change management. And what have been, if you say, the successful people, like even if you say the today's like art of living, Ravi Shankarji, or any Professor Ram Gopal Das, or anything. The whole, everywhere it is, they are much more doing, other than spiritual, they are much more managing the organizations. They have got, other than spiritual skills, they have got better management skills. And that's why, like art of living, if you say Ravi Shankarji, I think he has got a great management skill. So the management skill is and it is into different fields. You have to organization management, people management, strategy and operations. Even in spiritual organizations, you can't be successful without those skills. So, and these things is, you do not learn anywhere. There are courses. Even if you do an MBA, even after that, you have to develop of your own. So what it is matters is how you develop these skills. It is your environment, your organization, your associates, your connect. And nowadays it is, you can use next slide. So when you do now, you all people, maybe you are doing graduation courses, there would be people from post-graduation, there would be people who would be doing research. Now, after engineering, in earlier times, okay, people were doing maybe M.Tech or MBA. Now there are a lot of opportunities. You can, okay, Google, you can find ample opportunities. Maybe there would be more than 100 plus courses after engineering options. Like if you say MS, MSc, and if you say engineering and science, like earlier it was B, then B.Tech, now M.Tech, MSc, MS. End of the day, it is related to the technology, to the science. MBA, now people are like MBA and PGTM. These are just two technically different. Okay, some universities offer MBA, some universities offer PGTM. That says Merchant Navy, Armed Forces. You can have some short-term courses after engineering. And now I think that trend has also started. People, okay, engineering is okay. You don't stick to just technical. People are opting for web designing, animation, graphic designing, even filmmaking, entrepreneurship. And what I feel, my personal feeling is, okay, we can't say okay, your engineering, it does not help. Even if you follow a spiritual path, even then it helps. Because any course, professional course you do, it is not only gaining technical knowledge, it is gaining, developing your personality. Because the people you meet, like if you say there would be many private engineering colleges where the infrastructure would be much better than HBTU, but the students there, they would not be of that caliber what you have in HBTU. Maybe the even your infrastructure, because what matters is environment around you, people around you. You learn from them. Now, what is our prestigious institute like HBTU or old prestigious institutes? There, the people are selected through various these things, and they have a high caliber. Now, the private engineering college, even if they have a better infrastructure, they are not able to attract good talent. So that's why they like. So what matters is the environment around you. You have to learn from them, other than your courses, and that matters a lot. It's not just don't focus on engineering or don't focus on curriculum. That is just a aid or exercise to your mind or to your thought. Next slide is this thing. So what is that? How do you integrate those opportunities in your further this thing? End of the day, you have to become a leader. And you have to drive innovation, improve project outcomes. You have to collaborate, the team collaboration, you have to enhance that, whatever role you are. So ultimately, what matters is in any role, whether you are in R&D, whether you are in operations, or whether you are in a IT company, or whether you are in a finance company, or even if you are a hotel management, that's end of the day, it is management skill. And end of the day, what matters is how you are able to have higher productivity and growth of any organization and people. That how your team is there. Okay, even if you are running an institute, even if you are so all have, either you are a professor or you are a manager. End of the day, that management skill. And let me tell you, management skill with individual to individual is different. And you can't describe or you can't explain management skill that, okay, like Abdul Kalam. Now, his management skill, you can't describe it in a word. Now, that's all is sometimes your management skill becomes your personality. And people is, that says you have to create a charm. You have to create that people are attracted towards you, people are connected towards you. So what matters is whatever course you do, whether you are doing engineering, whether you do management, whether you are in filmmaking, whether you are in IT industry, and these are not just words. This is one has to understand, like your character, your commitment, your creativity, and all these things is your communication skill. Now, communication skill, okay, it may be your writing skill. Now you have got, when our days, these IT, internet connectivity was not that much there. In today's scenario, I think I'll say every student, they should learn how to connect to their alumni, to their seniors. I think LinkedIn is a good profile. How to use that social media, how to use that IT and internet, but you have to learn to connect to people. One very good phrase is the best CEOs in this world are who has got best networking skill. And that networking skill is not taught in a course. That you have to learn from your seniors, from your professors, even from your colleagues. So connecting to the people, most important. I think I got a lot of opportunities because I have got a good connect and good network. And last but not the least is your confidence level. See, your academic score does not define your confidence. Maybe you might be a topper of your branch, but if you are lacking in your confidence, you may be lacking in opportunities, you may even your management skills. So confidence, and that comes with your efforts. Your communication skill, the first is improve your communication skills. And that communication skills may not be spoken always. Okay, you can be like, you may use Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, or even Twitter. These are not bad words. Even I allow my children to use them freely. But yes, I have to educate them that they have to be mature enough that they are not distracted also, because you have all contents available there. So that how to integrate your all qualities, your all character, that defines your success. It's not I think I started with a good organization, but because, okay, my connect, my network, that helped me. And if you are in an organization, you create your image, which is your brand. Even if you are doing something, some people say character and integrity, even if no one is watching, you are being watched, don't forget it. Your every action, how do you move, how do you talk to people, how do you talk to your customer, how do you talk to your supplier, this is being watched and being discussed in corporate sector. So start improving this just from your first year itself. That how do you behave with your colleagues, how do you behave with your seniors. And it is not that, okay, it says a management skill, you have to learn those. Like MBA, there is a business communication skills. And sometimes is a person might have done a good course in business communication skill, and another person, if he is a good in acting or is good in say acting, might be a good communicator. Because end of the day, communication is to convince the other guy about your thoughts. That's a good communication. So you have to, engineering and management, most important is, other than these two topics, is your soft skills. That's what you have to learn. And there is no course defined to it. You have to learn it from your peers, from your colleagues, from your network. Next slide. So what is that when you are working through it, it's not that you, okay, the best CEOs, when I said, is who has got best networking skill. And the next definition, what I say is, if you are a manager, your management capability is seen when your organization is in a problem. When you have something where you have to take a decision, like suppose there is an accident at your place, there is a fire in your organization, or there is a financial crunch. So how do you manage them? That decides your career. Maybe, okay, you have got 10 CEOs. They might be okay. If you interview them in a 5-minute interview, you might feel okay, the 10 are same. But what is, when I select people, I always discuss, okay, what were the challenges, constraints, what technological today they are in organization, and even globally also. You have technological changes very fast, team dynamics. You have sometimes, okay, in your like, when I was in HBTI, I think there were different groups, and now even today's scenario, there would be some people from UP, some people from Bihar, some people from Punjab, some people from Andhra. So they make their various groups, which is natural. And the same thing happens in organization also. You have people from various places, from various backgrounds. And here, if you say in an institute, when we are doing our engineering, all are at same level. So I think we have a good teamwork already because all are at same level. But when you are in an organization, there are different levels which you have to manage. That's also is a big challenge. So how do you promote resilience, adaptability between different teams, and sometimes is okay, people from diverse, how do you deal with the like, I was in a company Sonalika, so I was having about 30 Japanese with me. It was a Myanmar project. Now dealing with Japanese is altogether a different test. It's a different exposure, different experience. If you are talking to people who are from UK, they have got a different behavior. If you are talking to people who are from France or Germany, it's a. So what I tell people, do not leave organizations very fast also, and do not stick with organizations too long also, because that does not give you learning. So what, even if you are, I was with an organization, MTech Auto, for about 22 years. So after every 5 years, I have a discussion with my MD and chairman. I said, I want to change my business. He said, okay, we want to keep you with you. I said, you have to change my business after every 5 years so that I can continue to learn. Because learning is not engineering or management. Learning is, okay, you have to deal with the various people, people from diverse backgrounds. People from Andhra would be different, people from Japan would be different, and people with different mindset also. People who are working in R&D, they're having a different altogether behavior. Now, people working on shop floor, at the moment I have two, if you say one is forging shop and one is machine shop. If we have machine shop 3 sets and forging shops 3 sets. Now, forging shop, it's a lot of heat is there. The temperature inside the forging is maybe 42 to 47 even sometimes. Worker are working there, and they have to handle maybe heavy pieces up to 30 kg, 40 kg. We have a 4,000 ton press, so they have to handle. So dealing with that workforce, it requires a different mindset altogether, because you cannot dictate them. That's what is leadership. You have to that adaptability. You have to show this thing with them, that how do you care for them. Next slide. So these things is, one is your individual. Like if you say when 87, when we passed out, I think at that time, if you say people did not thought of, even fridge was in one color. And that in 86, 87, okay, you will see only one fridge, white color. And I think people were habitual to only 165 liter. So people did not thought of, okay, a different color could have been. That's a simple innovation. That, okay, if you want to have a different product, so somebody thought, and he produced, introduced a different color in the fridge, refrigerator. Then is okay, 165 liter, the one, now you rarely see it. Now there are 240 liters, 360 liters. Now that innovation is in the heart of engineering or management. So when you are developing your organization, when you are moving ahead, you have to have encourage creativity, experimentation, and that your organization remains always competitive, because the market is fast changing. Whatever changes we saw in earlier 20 years, now we are seeing in just 5 years. So you have to be innovative, and that innovation you have to learn now. As you all guys are lucky enough that you have now internet, you have got Google, everything is available on your fingertips. Only thing is, yes, but that knowledge is not going to create innovative. It is creativity has to come within yourself. So your ideas you have to think of, and that's what is a good leader and a normal leader. A good leader is always creative. He's always thinks of a different idea. The next slide. Now you have an idea. Now what happens is, okay, suppose normally we senior people, okay, we talk, okay, in the morning we get up at 5 o'clock and just have an idea. So we just note it down, we come to the office and we just talk to the team, okay, I have this idea. So the people are not going to listen to you, okay, just you have got an idea and people will adopt it. So what it is a successful leadership, you have to have got communication strategies. You have to got active listening. You have to clearly message it. You have to have feedback that your team members are aligned with what your ideas, your organization goals. If you become a dictator, you will never become a leader. You have to, when you say communication, now that communication does not mean only speaking. I can tell you, active and good listening is an important part of an effective communication strategy. You have to listen to people. You have to silently, okay, you give your idea and then listen to the team. What do they say about your idea? Maybe a better idea can come up from your idea, whatever you have said is, or they may oppose your idea. Okay, say, no, sir, this has got this bottleneck, this has got this interception, this will not work well. So those is, you have to learn how do you coordinate, how do you communicate with your team. And that is applicable not only, okay, you do join a job, that is applicable even today also. Even if you are in hostel, even if you are in class, how do you communicate with your professor? How do you communicate with your colleagues? Even how do you communicate with your mess staff? Every college has a hostel, every college has a mess. I remember my college days, there were few guys, they were very harsh with the canteen staff, or this mess. Now I remember, and there were very few guys who were very soft. So I found them that who were very soft, I think that was their leadership skill. I'll not say, okay, they were not successful. I'll not say, okay, they were shy. No. I think they were developing that leadership skill from that stage. So do not become dictative in any sense. Communicating is convincing. The most important, which you have to learn from your family, from your colleagues, from your friend. And yes, some courses would be there, which can guide you only. Next. And the second thing is, I said, is diversity means, okay, you have got different teams throughout the total. When you change an organization, Like suppose I was in an organization where auto parts were there. So we were customer to all OE manufacturers. Then I joined one organization, International Tractors. I have worked with OE organizations, means who makes cars, two-wheelers, trucks. And auto component manufacturers is like MTech Auto, JBM, I was with them. So I had an experience with both the type of organizations. So when I was supplier to these OEs, my behavior or my thought process was different. So when I went to Sonalika International Tractors, so MTech was our supplier and I was customer. So I was plant head there, International Tractors. So there you have got 6,000 people below you. And those 6,000 people, okay, I was in Punjab. So the culture of Punjab was altogether different. It has got its pluses, minuses. But yes, people were, I think, entrepreneurship was great in Punjab. So what you have to do is, you have to create an environment where you listen to all voices and value them. There might be, if I was in Punjab, so there at that time, even today, okay, lot of, if you say, okay, drugs is there, and this alcohol or this thing. But if you say they're highly innovative, they're highly entrepreneurship, I think cleanliness level in Punjab is super. If you go to even any village, now that culture. So what you have to is, if I'm in, I was in Maharashtra, there is a different culture. So you have to learn diverse cultures. You have to learn to deal with the people with diverse backgrounds, diverse culture. That's what is you have to prioritize inclusivity and diversity. That you have to prioritize. Next is. And I think in today's scenario, lot of technological development is there. Now things are changing very fast. But now people have gone back to sustainability. Okay, are we, there is a different word altogether. Are we really developing? Because if you see our environment, pollution levels have increased. If you say our diseases, our normal immunity has the health immunity, our next generation, they have a serious health problems. Their tolerance level is decreasing. Now, what you have to do is that sustainability. All MNCs, they are talking of sustainability of environment. So, sustainability for these engineering and management practices is crucial. Now, all future leaders, now you guys have to consider environmental impacts, and you have to strive for solutions that balance economic growth and ecological responsibility. That is the most important part today. Maybe when we deal with now again, I'm in an auto part component. We have we are doing around 70% export. And we have all customers in Europe, US, Germany, Brazil. Earlier, it was quality was the most important factor. Now, they have given their rating sustainability to the environment, the topmost factor, the MNCs, the outside Europeans, Americans. They say, okay, you have to improve your packaging. You have to improve your processes, so that it does not affect your environment. So this sustainability has become a talk of the day. And there was a time it was only up to PPTs or up to talks. No. But now people are seriously adopting it. Like energy is electrical cars, electrical, this thing is coming. But whether it is really sustainable, people are questioning, people are discussing that whether EVs, they are would be really beneficial. And for these things are current institutions, they have to have those technological labs, they have to develop these things, and they have to consider from the college level, we have to think of these. Next slide. So what is the future trends is management is end of the day, whether you are an engineer or a manager, end of the day, you have to deal with management, even if you are in R&D. So what is more important other than sustainability is like, if you say, when after doing my engineering, when I understood that finance is also important. When I was a plant head in, I think 95, I was plant head at MTech Auto. Then I came to know that finance is tougher than engineering. From where 1 rupee comes and where 1 rupee goes. If you see debit and credit, it's not just debit or credit. Your organization, you are doing well. Someday you understand, okay, you are not competitive in the market and your organization is going down. Or you have a financial crunch. Then I understood that understanding finance is also not equally important, but rather more important than engineering. So then I did my evening MBA from MDI Gurgaon. And I think when people want to opt for MBA, I would advise is, I did my MBA after say 13 years of my engineering. So I think, and it was an evening MBA. So we have to, ours was the first batch from MDI Gurgaon, a prestigious institute. I think it was a 3-year course, and every day I was attending classes in the evening, and then and next day morning, I was every day discussing with my finance guy, okay, what is debit, what is credit, how do we manage cash flow, how do we, the cash book, how do we manage, how do we take the loan funding, how do banks finance, what is PPR, what is financial ratio. And I understood from that day that if you want to grow high, you have to understand finances management is most important. Even if you have to run an organization, or even if you have to run your own business, even if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to have your own startup, I think learn finance. And better to do it after say 3 or 4 years of engineering. I think foreign universities, they offer MBA. They have a compulsion that after 3 years you can do MBA. In India, it is still people are doing after doing engineering, but more learning comes as if you have some experience. That's what my experience is. But I don't say, okay, don't go for this thing. But I learned those 3 years, every day I was learning. I was doing project on my own organization. I was every day, okay, whatever I learned in the class, next day I was adopting into my organization. So that was the best learning part. I think I did it in 2001. So that's what I'll say. And the best MBA is not in institute. The best MBA is in your organization. Whether it is HR, whether it is marketing, whether it is operations, you learn more in your job. Next is. So, and as what I said is future trends like AI today. Earlier it was only Google. Now let me honestly share it. Yesterday, this Yugal asked me whether you would be presenting some PPT yesterday evening. So I said I don't have prepared this thing. So let me honestly share it to you. This PPT, I just instructed AI prepare a PPT on engineering and management. So AI could do it in just seconds. So learn to adopt these skills. Like as Excel sheet. I have seen a lot of students in MBA, we learned a lot like Excel. People don't know even 5% of Excel, the use of Excel sheet. I think it has got tremendous scope. And everywhere you are going to use it. It is going to benefit you. So if you want to do any courses, I say do Excel, advanced Excel courses, or like AI. It's a talk of the today. If you want to write and suppose karo is AI, okay, you want to type on chat GPT, people might be using, just type it. I want to have a 5-day itinerary to Rajasthan, either a 5-day itinerary or 10-day itinerary to South India. So it will prepare for you. If you want to say write an essay, you can ask anything. Even you can ask, okay, it's my 25th anniversary, what should I give to my wife? So that's the next slide. So what is more important is that this engineering and management, it presents both opportunities, challenges. That is with our life, and we are born into this as. So you must equip themselves with the right skills, right mindset, if you want to successful in your careers. That says, and as say whatever knowledge or these words, what I'm saying is these all are like this PPT. I have just changed few slides, just few corrections, few edits. Honestly, I have used AI. Use it. He prepared it me just 5 minutes. So what it is, it's a good tool because okay, when I'm interacting with you, it always gives an impression. Okay, I have prepared something. Like if I was doing MBA, so we used to take maybe I think 6 hours in the night or 8 hours to prepare a PPT. In MBA, you are preparing a lot of projects, you are preparing a lot of PPTs. So that is, and in life, let me be, everyone knows it, 30% is your work and 70% is how you present yourself or your work to your team, to your seniors, to your clients, to your customer. So learn to present yourself, your skills, your that says. I think that was because it was 1 hour. We can have some anything regarding any operations, career options in operations, manufacturing organizations. Somebody asked me, one of my students, okay, sir, I have got 2 options. One is having 5-day and one is having 6-day. One of my relatives, he was in an engineering college. So he I have got 2 placements. One is an IT company, is a 5-day, and one is a manufacturing organization. They are offering 6 days. So which one to join? I said, do not opt for 5-day or 6-day. Opt for which organization is better. And wherever your passion is. If you are as IT, then as. That says, thanks everyone for listening to me. And if you have any questions on, you can always contact me on my mobile number. My LinkedIn profile is also there. You can always contact me. And I'll request everyone, I think you might be, start preparing an effective LinkedIn profile from today itself. It will help you in your placements also. Because people, when all HR heads, they go to your even Facebook, your LinkedIn, your network. So be careful about your contents also. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है मस्ती में रहते हैं. And when you are a placement, when your HR head, he is going through your Facebook, he says the guy is crazy. So please be careful when you are in. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Now I would request everyone to ask your doubts just one by one by raising your hands.
Yeah, you will tell me.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन सर आपके कॉलेज लाइफ से रिलेटेड है. सर आपको सर अपने बीटेक में सबसे ज्यादा टफ सब्जेक्ट कौन सा लगता था इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में?
अभी तो मुझे याद नहीं
है. बस बिल्कुल सही जवाब दिया सर आपने. Actually, sir, I teach them power electronics, and you can understand it is means applicable for all type of industry.
आई थिंक जो आपको सब्जेक्ट टफ लगता है डिपेंड होता है, जैसे लैब है, सी इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में क्या है, हमारे पास जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की बहुत ही अच्छी लैब्स नहीं होती हैं, तो क्या होता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन थोड़ा सा वो लगता है, और अगर आपके पास लैब्स हैं या अच्छे वो है उससे टूल से तो वो अच्छा लगता है। मुझे अगर सबसे टफ बोलोगे तो मुझे लगता था वो जो ये एक वो कोर्स होता था, लैंग्वेजेस होती थी ना, ये C+, जावा और ये वो होता था उसमें, वो मुझे आज तक समझ में नहीं आया बिकॉज सो आईटी।
वर्मा सर, बीटेक का एक उसूल है कि वंस द सीनियर ऑलवेज सीनियर, एंड यू डिड योर बीटेक इन 87, सो यू आर आल्सो माइन सीनियर एज वेल, इवन दो आई एम नॉट ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम HBTU। मैं आपसे चाहूंगा सर कि ये आप जो एक्चुअली सी द इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग का जो यूज है वो 3 जगह है सर, मोटा मोटा अगर मांगे कि साहब बिजली का पैदा होना, बिजली का ट्रांसमिट होना और बिजली का कंज्यूम हो जाना, यूटिलाइज हो जाना। तो आप जितनी भी इंडस्ट्री में रहे हो सर, उसमें ड्राइव का और पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का जो एप्लीकेशन है, इनको ये थोड़ा सा एक गाइडलाइन दें कि जो इंजीनियरिंग है इट इज ऑल अबाउट हाउ यू अप्लाई द प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज टू बेनिफिट ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री। दैट इज द ओनली यूज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग, to get maximum output from the present available resources. That is the use of engineering. तो थोड़ा उसमें आप इनको अपनी तरफ से मार्गदर्शन दें, तब ये कुछ शायद सुनेंगे हमारी।
ओके, सी जो है इलेक्ट्रिकल, मैकेनिकल, सिविल, ये सब अगर आप देखेंगे, इलेक्ट्रिकल हैज गॉट बेस्ट आई थिंक यूटिलाइजेशन, बिकॉज क्या होता है इलेक्ट्रिकल आप हर जगह यूज होता है। मैं जब पास आउट हुआ मुझे याद है हमारे पड़ोस में किसी का फ्रिज खराब हो गया, उसने मुझसे बोला कि सर आपने वो इंजीनियरिंग किया आपके बेटे ने, इसको फ्रिज देख रहे हैं, मुझे तो कुछ भी पता नहीं तो क्या जो सर ने सही बोला, संजीव जी ने, क्या होता है मोटर्स आज की डेट में सर्वो ड्राइव्स हैं, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, और आपको 2 सब्जेक्ट पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और एक होता है डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स। डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स आपके क्या है, बाइनरी कोडिंग, ये सब चीजें, आप जितना भी कंप्यूटर चल रहा है बैक ऑफ उसमें नो वन नोज कि हाउ दिस बाइनरी कोडिंग इज डन, हाउ यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग दिस लैंग्वेज कैसे। और इंजीनियरिंग में जो जितने अच्छे से डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स हमको पढ़ाई गई थी वो हमें आज भी याद होता है कि यार ये कैसे लैंग्वेज बनती है, बाइनरी 0-1 कैसे चलता है, हेक्साडेसिमल कोडिंग कैसे होती है, आज भी मुझे। और वो जब मैं आज देखता हूं अपने यहाँ पे, जैसे आप CPU है, माइक्रो प्रोसेसर है, कंप्यूटर्स हैं, मैं उससे कोरिलेट कर पाता हूं, बिकॉज बाद में इंडस्ट्री में उसे कोई नहीं सीखा था। तो आप डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मोस्ट मेरे दोनों इंटरेस्टिंग थे अगर आप मुझसे पूछेंगे। हाँ, ये जो कंप्यूटर लैंग्वेज एक आप, मुझे याद नहीं है उसका सब्जेक्ट का नाम क्या था, बट उसमें वो लैंग्वेज सिखाते थे, बोले पास्कल, C+, वो मुझे बहुत टफ, मुझे आज तक समझ में नहीं आया था वो मैंने कॉपी करके ही उसका असाइनमेंट किया था। सो एंड एज आई टेल यू, मैं सबको बोलूंगा इस पे फोकस मत करो टफ है क्या है, सी यू डू इट योरसेल्फ। आप उसमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा अपने आप करो जितना सीखने को, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि आप उसमें करके आपको ये लगेगा टफ है या वो है। प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग का सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है, एंड आई हैव सीन, मैं अपने लाइफ में मैंने इलेक्ट्रिकल में द पर्सन हु हैज डन इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग ही कैन अंडरस्टैंड मैकेनिकल वेरी वेल, बट आई हैव सीन द पीपल हु हैव डन मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग दे आर गेट डिफिकल्टी टू अंडरस्टैंड इलेक्ट्रिकल। एंड इलेक्ट्रिकल मैंने देखा है सबसे ज्यादा क्रिएटिव होते हैं, सबसे ज्यादा उनका शार्प माइंड होता है, एंड दे आर स्मार्ट। और सो टफ कुछ नहीं है, वो सब आप ज्यादा अगर किसी में थोड़े बहुत कम ज्यादा मार्क्स आ गए कुछ नहीं, आप अपनी स्किल्स जो है उनको डेवलप करो, ज्यादा पास तो हो ही जाओगे, इतना टफ नहीं करो कि वो उसमें पासिंग मार्क्स नहीं रहे, इतना टफ तो कोई भी नहीं होता।
यस सर।
ओके, एनीबॉडी एल्स? एंड यू कैन आस्क एनीथिंग ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में, किसी भी चीज में, एनीथिंग यू फील टू।
देखो बच्चा लोग शर्माओ मत, इफ यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल, अगर तुम ठीक नहीं हो अंग्रेजी में, हिंदी में बात करो। सर तो अपने यार, तुम्हारे भी सीनियर है, हमारे भी सीनियर है, महागुरु आए हैं आज आप।
सर सबसे पहले तो शर्माना ही छोड़ना पड़ेगा।
हाँ बिल्कुल,
कम्युनिकेशन स्किल का सबसे पहला वो है, अगर आप शर्माओगे तो लाइफ में वहीं पे सक्सेस स्टॉप हो गई। वो सबसे फर्स्ट ईयर में यही तो सिखाया जाता है।
मैं देख रहा हूँ अनुशेष है, प्रियम है, सेकंड ईयर जॉन है, इसमें अनुज त्रिपाठी है, ये तुम सब थर्ड ईयर के स्टूडेंट हो। पहली बात तो अपना बच्चा वीडियो ऑन करा करो। इतने सीनियर पर्सन आए हैं, कम से कम एक बार देख तो ले तुमको।
किसी को फिल्म में जाना है तो पूछ सकते हो।
बताओ बताओ सत्येंद्र शुक्ला जी, ये देखिए सर, बहुत अच्छा लड़का आया, ही इज फ्रॉम लेटरल एंटी, सत्येंद्र कुमार शुक्ला। और ये
जी, कौन से
वेरी इनोसेंट बॉय। सत्येंद्र तुम पूछो, क्या पूछना है?
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून
सर। एक्चुअली सर मैंने डिप्लोमा सर 3 इयर्स का मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग से किया हुआ था। और सर अब मैंने बीटेक लेटर एंट्री से सर HBTU में इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग से परस्यूइंग कर रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ जी।
तो सर हमको एज इंडस्ट्री में सर कैसे सर डिजाइन की फील्ड में करियर बनाना चाहते हैं सर, तो कैसे मतलब अपना एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है।
आप जो है सबसे बेस्ट आपका वो है कॉम्बिनेशन मैकेनिकल और इलेक्ट्रिकल। आपने मैकेनिकल में डिप्लोमा किया और इलेक्ट्रिक, आजकल एक वो होती है ब्रांच जो हमारे नीचे हम टेक्नीशियंस है, मैकाट्रॉनिक्स।
यस सर।
सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड मैकेनिकल दीज हैव इंटरलिंकिंग विद ईच अदर। आप कोई भी ड्राइव बनाओगे कुछ भी करके, उसमें मैकेनिकल तो आपको चलेगा ही। और जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था मेंटेनेंस से जॉब, तो मेंटेनेंस में क्या होता था, इलेक्ट्रिकल ड्राइंग, हाइड्रोलिक ड्राइंग, तो मैं हाइड्रोलिक मैंने सबसे ज्यादा मैकेनिकल सीखा उस टाइम। तो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा है। एंड आप जैसे जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री है, सिर्फ ये है, बहुत से लोग कहते हैं कि भी आईटी में जाओ, आईटी में एक अलग वो है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री में आपको जाना चाहिए, बट चूज ए गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट इज टू स्टार्ट विद। एंड एक और चीज आजकल मैंने देखा है, क्या होता है प्लेसमेंट में, सपोज करो आपको जॉब कभी कभी नहीं मिल पाती है, तो क्या करो, आपको लिंक्डइन से, कनेक्ट से, यू हैव टू यूज योर इंटेलिजेंस, यू हैव टू यूज योर इंटरनेट। ये दोनों तरफ से, दिस इज आई से द सैड पार्ट ऑफ इट। जैसे हमको जीईटी की जरूरत पड़ती है कभी भी, तो क्या होता है, वी गो फॉर नेट और कंसल्टेंट्स। कैंपस प्लेस से हमारे जो प्रोमोटर्स हैं, उनका जो एकेजी कॉलेज है, ये उनके बोर्ड में है, ट्रस्टी बोर्ड में। हमारा एकेजी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज जो है, हमारे जो चेयरमैन हैं, तो ये उन्हीं का कॉलेज है, एके गर्ग इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज गाजियाबाद। तो हम वहां से ले लेते हैं कुछ।
सर वहां पर IEEE कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, तो आप ही के जूनियर जो अभी बीटेक के बच्चे हैं, इसी साल पास आउट हुए हैं, नंदिनी, युवराज, दे डिड वर्क ऑन दिस सोलर सिस्टम पे, जो है उन्होंने करा था, इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल पावर्ड बाय सोलर सिस्टम। तो वो एक कॉन्फ्रेंस पेपर हम लोग भेज रहे हैं सर, मेरे अंडर में ही था।
एंड दैट्स अ गुड कॉलेज हैविंग अ वेरी गुड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर।
जी 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 जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
सत्येंद्र जी, आपका कैरियर बहुत ब्राइट है, आपको बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेंगी, दैट इज आई कैन अश्योर यू। मैकेनिकल इलेक्ट्रिकल का कॉम्बिनेशन बहुत कम मिलता है, आप मेरे को कांटेक्ट कर लेना, मैं ही दे दूंगा आपको।
सर वन क्वेश्चन सर एक और है सर, कॉलेज के जो हमारे नंबर होते हैं सर, जैसे मेरी सर थोड़ा सा हिंदी मीडियम से आया, तो मेरी बैग वगैरह लग जाती हैं, तो सर कॉलेज की सीजीपी सर हमको कहाँ तक सर काम ज्यादा आती है?
देखो बेटे, एक होता है, एक लाइफ में सेंटेंस है, डोंट फियर ऑफ फेलियर्स बट डोंट कैरी टू मेनी ऑफ देम आल्सो। सी, एक आध में आ गया कोई बात नहीं है पर अगर बार बार या ज्यादा में आएगा, सो दैट डज नॉट गिव यू एक्सपीरियंस। सीजीपीए या इसका बहुत ज्यादा मैटर नहीं। मैंने बोला, मैं आई वॉज ए नॉर्मल स्टूडेंट, आई वॉज नॉट इवन टॉप 10, मैं शायद 15 या 16 रैंक रही होगी मेरी, बट बिकॉज मैंने स्टार्ट एस्कॉर्ट से किया, तो आप अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्टार्टिंग में आपको अच्छी मिल जाती है, फिर आपको सीजीपीए को कोई नहीं देखता। एंड आपके जब स्टार्ट भी करते हो तब भी सीजीपीए कोई नहीं देखता, बट यू शुड हैव, सी, आपका सीजीपीए कम हो बट आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल अच्छी होनी चाहिए। अगर दोनों वीक हैं, देन यू हैव टू इंप्रूव। सी, आप सीजीपीए नहीं इंप्रूव कर सकते, बट कम्युनिकेशन तो इंप्रूव कर सकते हो ना।
यस सर।
सर मैं विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट इसमें एक चीज और ऐड ऑन करूंगा कि कंपनी के दरवाजे तक पहुंचने के लिए एक जो मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट है सीजीपी की, दैट हैज टू बी मेंटेन। क्योंकि अगर सर इफ यू सेड लाइक दिस कि इट इज नॉट वेटेज इन द सीजीपी, देन इन दैट केस जो ये थोड़ा बहुत भी जो उपलब्ध हो जाते हैं हम जैसे शिक्षकों को पढ़ाने, तो साहब दर्शन दुर्लभ हो जाएंगे।
नहीं नहीं, मैं इनको ये बोल रहा हूँ सर,
और
डोंट फियर ऑफ फेलोज बट कैरी टू मेनी ऑफ देम।
एग्जैक्टली
एक
कैरी
आदमी अगर आपका हर बार आ रहा है या ज्यादा सब्जेक्ट में आ रहा है, देन यू हैव टू, सीजीपीए मैटर्स ए लॉट।
आपको
इसमें
याद
नो
होगा
डाउट इन।
सर, आपके और हमारे समय में सर कभी भी जो है कैरी ओवर की एग्जामिनेशन फाइनल ईयर से पहले नहीं होते थे, फाइनल ईयर में होते थे
एग्जैक्टली,
स्पेशल कैरी ओवर की, कहीं का भी जो कुंभ बचा हुआ हो तुम्हारा फर्स्ट ईयर
तो
सेकंड
क्लियर
ईयर
कर
कहीं
दो।
का, वो कर लो सर। यू विल सरप्राइज बिकॉज ऑफ द क्वालिटी ऑफ स्टूडेंट we are started that type of carry over in the first year, second year, third year every time।
ओके,
कि मतलब सेकंड ईयर में भी साहब अगर आपकी बैक आ गई है तो आप स्पेशल कैरी ओवर में बैठ जाओ, जस्ट टू इम्प्रूव एंड हेल्प देम कि भाई सीजी एक ऐसा आ जाए कि जब प्लेसमेंट के लिए हमारा कंपनी बुलाए तो उसमें जो मिनिमम अच्छा है मात्र 60% वो तुम्हारा मेंटेन हो जाए।
सीजीपीए मैटर्स ए लॉट, एंड सबसे पहले आपका जो कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल है वो उसको देख के ही आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल उससे ही इंप्रूव होता है, एंड पीपल सी दैट। पहली चीज में तो वही देखेंगे। सो आई एम जस्ट नॉट दिस थिंग डिस्करेजिंग दिस, बट यस, आप और मेहनत का कोई अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है। आप चाहे कितनी नॉलेज है, कितना ही कुछ है, आप मेहनत करोगे वो इंप्रूव हो जाएगा।
सर प्रोजेक्ट का क्या रोल रहता है सर हमारे आगे फ्यूचर में सर? जैसे कॉलेज प्रोजेक्ट जो हमारे होते हैं सर यहाँ, उसका हमारे एज ए फ्यूचर में सर क्या रोल रहता है?
सर ही इज आस्किंग अबाउट फाइनल ईयर बीटेक प्रोजेक्ट।
देखो, जब आप फाइनल ईयर के बाद किसी के पास इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हो तो उसके पास पूछने को एक प्रोजेक्ट ही होता है। तो आपका जब आप जिस चीज में प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हो, अगर आप उसी के बारे में सही से नहीं बता पाओगे और उसे क्या पूछना है। सी ए गाय, व्हाट ही इज आस्किंग इज, जैसे ही आप किसी के पास भी जाते हो, द गाय विल आस्क अबाउट योर फाइनल ईयर प्रोजेक्ट। So you should be clear in your what you have done, what you have learned. So this has got that role. Scoring wise, it is up to you. It matters. बट आपको उस स्कोर को, उसको प्रोजेक्ट को ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पता लगा उसने पूछा हाँ भाई इस प्रोजेक्ट से आपने क्या सीखा, कहते जी मैंने कॉपी कर लिया था, तो वहां आप ये तो जवाब नहीं दे सकते ना। एंड लेट मी टेल यू, मैं था जब मेरा पहला इंटरव्यू था, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, एस्कॉर्ट्स में अलग अलग जगह किया मैंने, प्लेसमेंट में नहीं मेरा था छोटी, मैं यहाँ पे आया एस्कॉर्ट्स यामा, उस टाइम नई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी हमारे पास में थी, तो मैंने कांटेक्ट किया, मेरे वहां पे 3 राउंड हुए, फाइनल राउंड में उन्होंने मेरे से पूछा व्हाट इज सुपर कंडक्टिविटी, तो मैंने कहीं छोटा सा आर्टिकल पढ़ा था उसके बारे में उनको बताया, तो ही वाज इम्प्रेस्ड विद माय कॉन्फिडेंस। So whatever you are doing a project, just go through it, study it, and वो उसका रोल रहता है। रोल मीन्स टॉपिक का नहीं है। Whatever project you have done it, you should know about it. That is what matters more is. It is not कि आपने प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो चंद्रयान पे किया है या आपने हाइड्रोलिक उस पे किया है, उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है। बट आप जिसमें प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हो वो आपको उसके बारे में नॉलेज होनी चाहिए।
यस सर।
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
गुड आफ्टरनून जी।
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे अगर मतलब अभी हम कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे हैं सर, तो क्या फ्रेशर के लिए जो भी कंपनियां लेने आएंगी, क्या उनके लिए बहुत ज्यादा कोई स्किल्स की जरूरत होती है सीखने की, या सर कुछ बेसिक स्किल्स सीख करके भी मतलब सर प्लेसमेंट के लिए प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं?
बेटे जो भी कंपनीज आती हैं, what happens is they see everything matters, your personality, the way you speak, the way you talk, and this मैंने सबको ये बोला, इवन आजकल कंपनीज आपका सोशल प्रोफाइल भी देखती हैं।
yes,
आप, मैंने देखा है व्हाट्सएप प्रोफाइल पे लोग लगा लेते हैं मसल मैन का फोटो, तो या इंस्टाग्राम पे आप वीडियो डाल देते हो लड़की के साथ, तो क्या होता है, प्लीज मेंटेन ए गुड प्रोफाइल। सम एचआर कंपनीज दे सू। सेकंड थिंग इज, आपकी जो सॉफ्ट स्किल्स हैं, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स आपकी वो एक दिन में नहीं बनेगी। सपोज आपका कल इंटरव्यू है, आप बोलने लगो मैं एक दिन में सीख जाऊंगा, वो आपको 4 साल में डेवलप करनी है।
जी।
आपके आपस में कुलीग्स के साथ आप कैसे बात करते हो, आप एंड इज आई थिंक पहले भी और आज भी, रीडिंग गुड बुक्स, दैट इज द बेस्ट पार्ट। इफ यू वांट टू बी सक्सेसफुल, रीड गुड बुक्स। आज की डेट में तो ऑडियो में अवेलेबल है, टेक्स्ट बुक्स में अवेलेबल हैं। सो व्हाट इज नीडेड इज योर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, your writing skill, your confidence, I think that matters. And how do you present yourself? Even when you are talking to him, see, any interviewer, he just looks at your face and your confidence level, whatever subject you are talking. Even if you do not wear a tie, that is okay. But your communication skill has to be absolutely smart. That matter. And don't feel this thing. आप उसमें जब MBA में होते हैं तो अलग अलग आप क्या करते हो, आज की डेट में वीडियो है, आप अपना वीडियो बना के देख लो, आप अपने किसी चीज में यूट्यूब पे वीडियो डाल के देख लो. एनीथिंग. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स इंप्रूव करने के बहुत तरीके हैं. और उनको क्या होता है, 20 बच्चे, उनको 5-5 मिनट में सिलेक्ट करना है. तो 5 मिनट में क्या पता है, आपका एकेडमिक स्कोर और आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल. एकेडमिक स्कोर वहां पे मैटर करता है. और एक और भी चीज है जो क्या करते हैं हम, जब जैसे प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए जाते हैं तो जरूरी नहीं है हम टॉपर को हायर करें. कभी कभी क्या होता है, टॉपर को ऐसा भी नहीं है कि टॉपर से ये डर लेता है वो रुकेगा कि नहीं रुकेगा, पता लगा वो यूएस चला जाएगा, या तो क्या करते हैं हम बीच वाले बंदे लेते हैं. ठीक है. तो एकेडमिक स्कोर बट हाँ अच्छा होना चाहिए, लेकिन आपका अगर लोअर में एकेडमिक स्कोर होगा देन अपनी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल इंप्रूव कर लो. ठीक है.
यस सर. थैंक यू सर.
गुड आफ्टरनून रिस्पेक्टेड सर.
गुड आफ्टरनून.
गुड आफ्टरनून रिस्पेक्टेड सर. सर, what about electrical vehicle on future?
Electrical vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the electrical vehicles, because they are increasing, but nowadays government is working on both electrical vehicles as well as hydrogen vehicles. Now, what happens is electrical vehicles are successful. The constraint at the moment is charging infrastructure is not that good. So people who are buying it, they are buying it for low use, but it is increasing day by day. But yes, in long run, there are challenges that this lithium ion battery, it's a big challenge to the environment. Because say after 8 years or 10 years, this lithium ion battery disposal is a big issue. You can't dispose it just like it. It is a big damage to the earth. It's a highly dangerous product, lithium ion. So people are thinking, because end of the day, there are various thoughts on it. Electrical is produced at the, even today, there are thermal powerhouses. So end of the day, there you are burning fuel. So end of the day, to produce electricity, if you are burning fuel, it is also creating a problem to the environment. So now there are alternate sources like solar and these things, but electrical vehicle by 2000, maybe next 10 years, it would be maybe 30% to 40% vehicles should be electrical. That's of course
basically,
no.
Sir, sorry. Basically, sir, मैंने internship किया था JVM electrical vehicle.
Okay.
Under R&D department.
Okay.
R&D proto build. बट सर जो ऑन कैंपस प्लेसमेंट होगा कॉलेज में, उसमें इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल की कंपनी आई थिंक नहीं आएंगी. एंड मुझे R&D डिपार्टमेंट में जाना है, तो कैसे फ्यूचर अपना
नहीं. Others, how can you, Others Tiwari, how can you predict that electric vehicle company would not visit HBTU? You are in 3rd year, right?
Yes sir. Yes.
अच्छा नहीं, देखो इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपनीज पहले, अभी आज की डेट में जो प्योर लाइक टेस्ला और दिस थिंग, वो अब उनका इंडिया में प्रेजेंस, अभी जैसे टाटा है, तो टाटा इज इन इलेक्ट्रिकल आल्सो, इन पेट्रोल आल्सो. ऑल कंपनीज हु आर मेकिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल, दे आर इनटू बोथ. एंड सेकंड थिंग इज, जो आपके जो नॉर्मल जो आती हैं कंपनीज, दीज आर नॉट ओनली ओई मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, दे आर लाइक बॉस, दाना, सोना, who are making electrical auto parts like electrical motors, electrical chargers, these things. And if you say electrical, even if electrical vehicle is not there, electrical engineering has got a great scope. Even before that, this is electrical motor and this thing is there, where the drivetrain is electrical. But there is a good scope of electrical in early, like if you say Lumax, these things who are making electrical, Mothersons. So all companies, you can apply to electrical, like if you are connected to LinkedIn and you got a connect with someone electrical, you can just give a message, I have done this thing in project. So maybe that interest might be created. So what you can do is make a good LinkedIn profile, Put your project there, put your experience there. People I have seen, students, they do not, I think these research papers, these posts, you should put various posts on your LinkedIn profile. And like is not only engineering courses, please join some NGOs also. That also matters. I have seen, if you say, like my elder daughter is with Google, so they do a lot of NGO work also when they were a student. So that matters a lot with MNCs. So develop that. And see, in our times, we only used to get interaction, through face-to-face. Now you can interact with your seniors or this thing through media. If you can just go to my LinkedIn profile, I have got 5,500 connects. So from this stage itself, improve your network. Maybe your seniors, maybe in your family if someone is there. And just as, start interacting with them. And as when someone will interact with you, he will look at your profile. Is there something attractive? And you have to keep on working hard. Don't say कि नहीं सर इससे कुछ नहीं होता. Because क्या होता है लीड में, जैसे मार्केटिंग में बोलते हैं आपको 100 लीड्स मिली किसी बिजनेस के लिए, उनमें से एक ही सक्सेसफुल होती है. शाहरुख खान आज का जहां पर है तो उसका स्ट्रगल जो है वो उससे पूछो, आज वो शाहरुख खान कैसे बना है. सो स्ट्रगल इज इन एवरीवन्स लाइफ. सो यू हैव टू, एंड दैट स्ट्रगल में भी आज की डेट में स्ट्रगल थोड़ी सिंपल हो गई है. सो यू गाइज आर लकी इनफ. Okay, so it plays a role.
Okay,
electrical vehicle is an emerging trend. If you have done it, it will definitely help you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? Akash ji,
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon.
Sir, actually, sir, I am very much interested in management type roles, and I also want to opt for MBA. So is it good to opt for MBA just after the college or after working 3-4 years in the industry?
See, in my view, it is always better to have a job first if you have. Now, suppose karo, you get a job which is not a good organization and you get a MBA. MBA you should do from a good institute. Like there are a lot of private institutes as they say. So just doing MBA is not sufficient. Doing it from a good institute, it matters. So whether you do it just after your graduation or you do it after, it's better. You do it after 3-4 years, you learn more. Okay. But suppose, from HBTI is when Sona is steering MD and CEO, he is Mr. Vivek Vikram. So he did from HBTI, I think he's a 2011 pass out. And then he did it from IIM Ahmedabad. So he is now today MD and CEO. He is my good friend. So it is okay. If you do it from IIM Ahmedabad, definitely I'll advise go direct to IIM Ahmedabad. Don't worry about job.
Yes, sir.
But if you are doing it from a just institute which is a lower private or something which does not have, better is a job then.
Okay.
Okay, and then try for CAT or something. Maybe 2-3 years you get that time also. So that would be advisable.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Satendra ji, you want to say something? Anybody else?
I couldn't find any question from the side of girls. I don't think so. Shreya Singh, you are there. Do you have any question in your mind? Unnati is there, Kanika is there, Jasmeet is there. I can understand that Kanika, Unnati and Jasmeet are in second year. But Shreya, do you have any question in your mind?
Sir, my questions have been answered. So,
Already answered.
yes, sir.
Have you asked or someone else asked?
Someone else, sir.
Great.
That's a good response.
Okay, Unnati. So I think there is not any more question from the student side. So you can proceed further.
Okay,
सर वन क्वेश्चन
हाँ, please, Sudhin.
सर अपने सर जैसे हम जिस फील्ड में जॉब करना चाहते हैं सर, उस फील्ड में सर कैसे करियर बनाएं सर? जैसे होता है कभी कभी कि हम लोग इंटरेस्टेड नहीं होते हैं मैनेजमेंट में, पर बट हम लोग उसमें चले जाते हैं, फिर जॉब करते रहते हैं। जैसे कंपनियों में हो गया, हम लोग प्रोडक्शन में चले गए और प्रोडक्शन में उतना इंटरेस्टेड नहीं रहते हैं, पर उसमें हम करते रहते हैं दबाव के कारण, फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन के कारण। तो सर जिसमें हम लोग का इंटरेस्ट हो सर, उसमें जॉब लेना सर क्या करें जो काफी जल्दी आसानी से मिल जाए सर?
ओके बेटे, देखो जब आप ये बोलते हो इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, so that is may not be a necessary decision. You have to look at your how your interest has been created. कभी कभी माइंडसेट ये होता है कि भी प्रोडक्शन में, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में मेहनत ज्यादा करनी पड़ती है, जैसे मैंने बोला 6 डे जॉब है या कुछ है। लेकिन अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अच्छी है और आपका प्रोडक्शन में भी हो गया, इट इज गुड टू कंटिन्यू देयर। So just don't leave organization because okay you are in production, because end of the day मैंने बोला production, R&D, quality, engineering, it hardly matters. End of the day it is management. So in any department you learn with the communicating with different people, handling different situations. It may be a production situation, it may be a, so end of the day it is management. So if it is a good organization and if you are in production, don't leave it. But yes, okay, if you have a, suppose you are in production in a good organization, suppose I was in maintenance in escorts. Now maintenance is a thankless job. But I felt myself lucky because maintenance gives you a good learning technically. It was my 8 years I was with the maintenance. So maintenance, there is no good career. Then I switched over to production, because maintenance does not have a career path. But I learned a lot during those 8 years. I learned a lot, because I learned how machine tool is, how cylinder is, how production is, how this machine tool building is, how machine works, how electronics works, how the CNC system is, how the programming is done. So if you are in production, you learn a lot. In production, the best, because normally the production heads are the unit heads. So it's always good. But if you are suppose like as you are in production and you get a good organization like Infosys and you get a job in IT, I can say, okay, go to Infosys. You will get a culture there, you will get a system, because you learn from the organization and from the systems. So don't opt for an interest. कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है, हाँ यार, एक बहुत से लोग आते हैं मेरे पास कि सर मुझे तो डिजाइन में ही करना है। तो मैं बोलता हूं उसके बंदे की कम्युनिकेशन स्किल है, कभी कभी लोगों को मार्केटिंग में मिलती है, उनकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल अच्छी है। नाउ इफ यू से माय यंगर ब्रदर, he did electrical engineering from DC, then MBA from MDI Gurgaon. He is now Asia head of G4S. Nothing to do with engineering or this thing, group 4 security. So it hardly matters. See, अगर MF हुसैन पेंटिंग करके करोड़ों कमा सकता है, जाकिर हुसैन तबला बजा के, तो आप बोलने लगो, आप मैं बोलूं यार तबला बजाना कैरियर है। What matters is how do you excel in that? Where whatever you do, excel in that. That is important. MF हुसैन पेंटिंग कम करता था, एक पेंटिंग 5 करोड़ की बिकती थी। अब कोई बोलने लगे जी पेंटिंग तो अच्छा कैरियर नहीं है।
शुक्ला जी समझ रहे हो, परफेक्शन से कम कुछ नहीं। एक बार सर एक वाक्य शेयर करूंगा कि शुक्ला जी हमारे एक सब्जेक्ट में साहब लटक गए थोड़ा, तो ये इनसे हमने कहा पढ़ो पढ़ो, क्या उपाय है? मैंने कहा पढ़ो पढ़ो, तब तक पढ़ो जब तक मर ना जाओ। ये बोले अरे सर मर जाएंगे तो बचेगा क्या? मैंने कहा जिंदा होके भी क्या कर ले रहे हो? तो ये बच्चा सर हमारे साथ प्रोजेक्ट भी कर रहा है, और इसमें ये मैं बताऊं सर कि अगली सेमेस्टर में कई जगह ये कोट कराऊं इंसिडेंस, क्योंकि बहुत ज्वलंत इंसिडेंस है एंड यू विल आल्सो एंजॉय। एक माइक्रो प्रोसेसर साहब सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाता हूं मैं, माइक्रो प्रोसेसर, पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, ड्राइव और इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट एनालिसिस, ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाता हूं 5वें सेमेस्टर में। ये माइक्रो प्रोसेसर का सब्जेक्ट। मैंने कहा शुक्ला तुम तो फेल हो गए, इसकी कॉपी जब देखने आया तो ये इसने कहा अरे शिट सर अब मुझे और मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी। ही सेड लाइक दिस एंड टेक चैलेंज कि हाँ भाई बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, पढ़ने को मिलेगा। हालांकि फेल नहीं था सर, मैं मजाक कर रहा था इनसे। तो उस तरीके से इसने लिया, काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट है इस बच्चे में। और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ सर कि आप जैसे कुछ एक सीनियर्स का सहारा मिलेगा तो ये निश्चित रूप से जो है अच्छी जगह पहुंचेंगे। शुक्ला जी मन से बस काम करना सीखो, जिसमें निरंतरता नहीं है वो जीवन में कुछ नहीं कर सकता है। जैसे अभी श्रेया जी कहीं साहब हमारा क्वेश्चन हो गया, मतलब ताज्जुब की बात है, सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन था और वो दूसरे ने पूछ लिया, हम वो उसको भी नहीं पूछ पाए। राइट, चलिए बहुत बढ़िया।
एक और होता है, मैं सबको गाइड करूंगा। जैसे श्रेया जी ने बोला व्हाट इज अपॉर्चुनिटी। अपॉर्चुनिटी बता के नहीं आती। आप जहां किसी कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम में बैठे हो, आप किसी ऑडिटोरियम में बैठे हो, तो आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली बोलने की, और अगर आप उस टाइम शर्मा गए, दैट इज ऑल्सो एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू हाईलाइट। अगर आज सपोज करो, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा है श्रेया जी, अगर आप मेरे से कनेक्ट होने का, अब सत्येंद्र जी ने मेरे से बात की, चाहे कुछ भी पूछा, मेरे को इनका फेस याद रहेगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर।
सो लर्न टू कनेक्ट विद पीपल। एंड लोग आपको एक और चीज है, जैसे किसी ने बोला हिंदी इंग्लिश, ये हार्डली मैटर करता है। व्हाट मैटर्स इज जेन्युइननेस। आप अगर स्मार्ट हैं, बिहेव एज स्मार्ट। आप अगर लल्लू हैं, बिहेव एज लल्लू। पीपल विल एक्सेप्ट यू, बट डोंट क्रिएट आर्टिफिशियलनेस इन योर पर्सनैलिटी। तो जेन्युइननेस आपको लोग है। सत्येंद्र जी, शुक्ला जी बढ़िया बंदे हैं।
हाँ, so, बहुत अच्छे।
इतनी देर हमने इंटरेक्ट किया तो इट मीन्स आपका जो है सोशल, वो आपका कनेक्ट अच्छा है। सो यू विल बिकम ए गुड मार्केटिंग पर्सन।
Tanishq, would you like to ask because you have raised your hand?
Yes sir.
हाँ तनिष्क प्लीज।
आपका माइक बेटे
तनिष्क म्यूट है तुम्हारा माइक बच्चा।
सॉरी, मेरी बेटी कहने की आदत है, अभी 60 हो गई।
Sir, one small good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I have a small doubt about sir how to identify a good company, sir, where we can have a good we have a good skill, मतलब हम कैसे स्किल हमेशा लर्न करते रहें। ऐसी कौन सी ऐसी कंपनीज होंगी जो हमें प्रायोरिटाइज करती नहीं चाहिए सर।
बेटे पहली चीज तो जब आप आइडेंटिफाई गुड कंपनी है, ओके, जैसे आप डॉक्टर से अपॉइंटमेंट लेते हो तो आज की डेट में तो इंटरनेट अवेलेबल है, तो व्हाट यू शुड यूटिलाइज इट। कंपनीज की रेटिंग होती है, उसमें एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी कैसी है, कल्चर कैसा है, हर एक देयर आर डिफरेंट साइट्स। सो इट इज योर चॉइस। आपका जैसे है, देयर आर गुड ब्रांड्स, लाइक इफ यू से टाटा इज ए गुड कंपनी, टाटा मोटर्स। इफ यू से होंडा मोटर्स इज ए गुड कंपनी, बट नाउ देयर इज ए कंपनी यू डोंट नो ऑफ इट, किसी आईटी सर्विस में है, किसी में है। So go to internet, see the rating. Nowadays you have got 3 options. आपको 3 ऑप्शंस में से एक चूज करना है। आप नेट पे सर्च करो। आज की डेट में तो आप डॉक्टर से अपॉइंटमेंट लेना है, पहले लोगों से पूछते थे। आप बोलने भाई मुझको एक अच्छा वो चाहिए सर्जन, तो आप क्या करते हो, किसी का नाम लिखते हो, नेट पे सर्च करके आपको रिव्यूज मिल जाते हैं। आपको अच्छा रेस्टोरेंट ढूंढना है, रिव्यूज मिल जाते हैं। एंड वो रिव्यूज, मैं ये नहीं बोलता 100% ठीक होते, बट एटलीस्ट दे गाइड यू। व्हाट माय पॉइंट। एंड देन आप किसी से, अगर सपोज करो आपको कहीं से ऑफर हो गया, आपका कोई कनेक्ट है लिंक्डइन पे, आपका कोई HBTI का, आपको कोई और कुछ है, आप जैसे लिंक्डइन पे सर्च करो कंपनी का नाम और HBTI, तो अगर और भी कुछ नहीं मिल जाए, आप अपने किसी सीनियर को लिखो कि सर आई वांट टू नो अबाउट दिस कंपनी, कि कैसे वहां जाना है। तो किसी भी चीज में जब आप करते हो, आप नेट से सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो, किसी नोन से पूछ सकते हो। देयर आर वेरियस वेज टू इट, बट आपको अपने जो ये है इंटरनल वो है, इससे बाहर आना पड़ेगा। ओके,
थैंक यू।
होप आई एम एबल टू आंसर।
Well, sorry, Yugal.
Yes,
तुमने
sir.
भी you have already raised your hand. Would you
sir,
like to ask something?
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ये है कि लेट अस सपोज दैट आपके दिमाग में कोई एक स्टार्टअप आइडिया है और हम चाहते हैं उस स्टार्टअप आइडिया को बिल्ड करना, तो सर हम किसी एक आइडिया को सर एक स्टार्टअप तक कैसे बिल्ड करते हैं?
ओके बेटे, क्या होता है, मैंने आपको बोला द बेस्ट स्किल इज हाउ टू कनेक्ट एंड नेटवर्क विद द पीपल। ओके, आपके दिमाग में सबसे पहले है आपकी फैमिली में कोई अगर बिजनेसमैन है या कोई ऐसा, जैसे मेरा छोटा भाई मेरे से 6 साल छोटा है, बट ही इज माई मेंटर।
यस सर।
बिकॉज ही इज अहेड ऑफ मी इवन एट द मोमेंट। सो मुझे कुछ भी आइडिया अगर होता है कि भी मुझे ये करना है, मुझे जॉब स्विच करनी है, कभी भी अपने कुछ ऐसे नेटवर्क में लोग रखो, आपके सीनियर हो, आपकी फैमिली में कोई हो सकता है, क्लोज रिलेटिव में नहीं हो तो दूर के रिश्तेदार कोई हो सकता है, आपके दोस्त का कोई रिलेटिव हो सकता है। बिकॉज क्या होता है, द पीपल हु आर इन योर रिलेशन हु आर नोन, दे विल टेल यू फैक्ट्स।
यस सर।
एंड दे विल टेल यू इन योर लैंग्वेज। और अगर आपको कोई भी ना मिले, आप नेट पे जाके अपना कोई सीनियर ढूंढ लो।
यस सर।
या किसी से भी आप प्रोफेसर से पूछ लो। आज की डेट में चीजों को सर्च करना, चीजों को कनेक्ट करना बहुत सिंपल हो गया, बट इज यू हैव टू लर्न आईटी स्किल भी। लोग मैंने देखा उनको यही नहीं पता एआई सर्च कैसे करते हैं अभी भी। अगर आप इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट्स को एआई सर्च नहीं पता तो किसको पता होगा यार। आजकल तो घर में बच्चे हैं वो कर लेते हैं। चैट जीपीटी अभी भी मुझे नहीं लगता, इट्स ए वेरी, मैंने बोला मैंने पीपीटी बनाई 5 मिनट में बन गई वो।
सर हम लोग सेमेस्टर का एग्जाम निकालते हैं चैट जीपीटी से क्वेश्चन निकाल के।
चैट जीपीटी से क्वेश्चन ये तो
इसीलिए दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई दे आर गेटिंग मोर एंड मोर कैरी ओवर
हो जाते हैं। चैट जीपीटी उसके लिए नहीं है।
पर वो सर गलत हो जाते हैं। सर वो गलत हो जाते हैं।
सर वही
ब्रांच हमारी
चैट जीपीटी आपको सिर्फ गाइड या हेल्प करती है, वो डायरेक्ट आंसर नहीं देती। अगर मैं पूछूं चैट जीपीटी से मुझे वाइफ के लिए क्या गिफ्ट देना है, तो मुझे वाइफ का इंटरेस्ट तो चैट जीपीटी को थोड़ी पता है। अब उसने बता दिया कि जी उनको जो है परफ्यूम देना है, और पता लगा मेरी वाइफ को परफ्यूम पसंद नहीं है, तो डंडे ही पड़ेंगे ना।
इवन सर ये जितनी भी बच्चे हमारी मेल लिखते हैं उसकी पहली लाइन से मैं जान जाता हूँ, रिप्लाई कर देता हूँ डोंट यूज चैट जीपीटी। सिर्फ पहली लाइन से।
नहीं वो गलत है।
आनंद तो बहुत आता है सर इस काम में, टीचिंग के। आई एंजॉयड अ लॉट इन सबके साथ।
देखो,
और सर हीरे तराशता हूँ,
मेहनत का कोई
हीरे ही है,
मेहनत का कोई अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है।
एग्जैक्टली सर, एग्जैक्टली।
चाहे आपकी कितनी नॉलेज है, कितनी क्वालिफिकेशन है, कितना कुछ है। सो ये सब चीजें आपको, नेट है, इंटरनेट है, जैसे सोशल मीडिया है, अब आप उसको अगर सिर्फ गर्लफ्रेंड बनाने के लिए यूज करोगे तो उसमें मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ?
बिल्कुल। ऑल दिस थिंग मस्ट बी हैंडल विद केयर।
हाँ हाँ, वो आपको, और दूसरे आपको बुक पढ़नी है अच्छी, आप वहां पे जाके देखो कि भी सुंदर पिचाई जो है वो भी तो एक एम्प्लॉई है ना।
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली।
लोग बोलते हैं कि जी सर्विस करें या बिजनेस करें, मैं बोलता हूँ सुंदर पिचाई सर्विस ही करता है, और मेरे विचार से लाखों बिजनेसमैन से ज्यादा लाइफ एंजॉय करता है अच्छी।
यस सर।
सो डोंट
बहुत मजा आया सर। और कहीं ना कहीं जो है, सी आई ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू से 2 + 2 इज ऑलवेज 4। चाहे मैं कहूं या आप कहें या कोई भी कहे, जो भी सही चीज को सही कह रहा है तो वो वही बोलेगा। तो बहुत ज्यादा बातें इन्होंने वही सुनी होंगी जो मैं इन बच्चों से कहता हूं, और मुझे ये इग्नोर मारते हैं कि अरे सर तो बवाल हैं अपने में। अब चूंकि इन्हीं के HBTU के 87 के सीनियर से इन्होंने वो चीज सुनी है, तो मुझे लगता है शायद थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा और आगे ये आपकी बताई हुई चीजों को आत्मसात करेंगे।
ये सर जरूरी नहीं है, मैंने इनको ये बोला जब भी कोई सलाह लेनी है, अगर आप किसी क्लोज रिलेटिव से लेते हो तो वो आपको थोड़ा सा ज्यादा, ये सब तो गूगल पे अवेलेबल है जो हम बोल रहे हैं, आप यूट्यूब की वीडियो मिल जाएंगी कितनी, बट इंस्पायरिंग जो मिलता है जब आपका कोई जानकार है, जरा सा भी कोई है, जब वो आपने उससे बोलता है।
यस सर।
अनुभव बोलता है, एक्सपीरियंस सेज इटसेल्फ, उसका कोई तोड़ नहीं है बच्चा लोग। सर जो अपने अनुभव से बता रहे हैं, या मैं जो अनुभव से, या जो भी बताया जाता है आपको एक्सपीरियंस करने के बाद बताया जाता है। सिर्फ पास होना, जैसे शुक्ला जी ने एक सवाल पूछा कि इंटरेस्ट की जॉब कैसे लें, मैं हमेशा कहता हूं सर इन बच्चों से, जस्ट ट्राई टू गेट द जॉब विच यू कैन लव एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ नो नीड टू डू एनी वर्क, जस्ट कीप ऑन लविंग योर वर्क। और अगर प्रेम की नहीं मिलती है जॉब, तो जो जॉब मिले उससे प्रेम करने लगो, इसके अलावा कोई तरीका ही नहीं है।
और कभी कभी ऐसे भी है, जैसे मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर, मैं स्कॉट्स में था I switched over to an organization Phoenix. मैं उसे कैरियर में भी नहीं लिखता, हाईली अनप्रोफेशनल ऑर्गेनाइज, बट मैंने चेंज कर लिया। अगर आपने कोई कर भी लिया है डिसीजन कोई लाइफ में,
बिल्कुल
ना दैट डिसीजन अगर मिस्टेक हो गई है, दैट विल गिव यू ए गुड लर्निंग।
Exactly.
8 years in escorts I learned what to do. 8 months I was with one company Phoenix Shoes.
जी
मैंने पैसे के कारण ज्वाइन कर लिया उसको।
जी
In 8 months I learned what not to do.
वंडरफुल सर, वंडरफुल।
तो कोई ऐसा वो, और आपसे हो भी गया है, फॉरगेट इट इन द पास्ट, आगे बढ़ो।
जी ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक्स फॉर कनेक्टिंग, इट वाज माय प्लेजर।
यस, माय प्लेजर।
संजीव सर, आपसे करके बहुत अच्छा लगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, मुझे भी बहुत आनंद आया।
लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल पे एनीबॉडी एनी टाइम यू कैन आस्क मी अ क्वेश्चन। युगल इज हैविंग माय ऑल कनेक्शंस।
सर कॉलेज आ जाइए कभी एक बार सर, हम लोग के यहाँ सर एलुमनाई मीटिंग होती है सर वैसे, तो सर ऑडिटोरियम सर आ जाइए सर एक बार कभी, आपके पास टाइम हो सर।
अरे तुम ही घूम आओ
बेटे, बॉस मेरा अलाउ करे तब है। जिंदगी में जो है ना, दो चीजों से, बॉस और बीवी, इनको पहले सुनने पड़ता है, बच्चे जो है ना उसके बाद।
बहुत अच्छा सर।
सो अगर आपको सक्सेस करना है, इन दोनों को टॉप प्रायोरिटी पे रखो।
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
डन?
यस सर।
यस उन्नति,
पेपर में आऊंगा डेफिनेटली।
ऑफिशियली आएंगे तो।
ओके सर, over to you.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you and making today's session a resounding success. I would thank our esteemed alumni, respected Mr. S.S Verma sir, who has graciously agreed to share his expertise in this crucial area and for guiding us for better future. Now, we wrap up for today's, but promise you to bring more such events in near future. I would like to thank Professor Dr. Sanjeev Kumar sir for his thoughtful guidance and support. Also, I would like to thank you for all being part of this wonderful session.
Okay, Unnati, bye bye, take care. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again, Verma sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure always.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.